I added an idle animation, collision hitbox, and laser to the space worm. The worm skeleton is a sequence of nested bones with an extra at the end for the jaw. Currently, moving a bone resizes the parent, which makes animation difficult. So I select from the nose to the tail and click the bone icon at the top. Make an inverse kinematic chain, then open it again to make custom bones from nodes. Now I can move the nose around and the whole skeleton adjusts. Add an animation player to the root node, and make a new animation named idle. Select the nose, and with location and rotation enabled at the top, make a new keyframe. It automatically creates tracks for all the bones in the chain. Set the duration to 2 seconds, and drag the marker to the end of the timeline. Move the bones to set the pose, and add a second keyframe. Play from start to check the movement. Double the duration and enable looping to reverse at the end and make a continuous animation. Then attach a script to the main node. On ready, call play on the animation player with idle as a string. Now the worm moves in-game, but I want the player to collide instead of passing through. I set the script to extend kinematic body 2D and change the base node type. Add a rectangular collision shape with a size of 160 by 100. Since the shape has to be a direct child of the body, add a remote transform under the tailbone. Assign it to the shape, and set the X position to 80 so it's centered. Duplicate the collision shape, copy the remote transform under each segment, and assign the corresponding shapes. Enable visible collision shapes under debug to see the shapes line up and the player collides. I believe you can use the actual UV mesh shape, but it's more processor intensive. Now I want the worm to look at the player. I don't want to hard code the path, so I add an update position signal to the Derp star. In process, emit the signal with global position. Connect the signal to the worm through the editor, and set the head bone to look at the past position. It works pretty well, but the head turns upside down when I fly left. I need to add a turnaround animation, but I'll worry about that later. For now, I'll give the worm a laser. I copy the beam area from the Derp star laser into a new 2D scene. Make all of the loaded resources unique so the original is unaffected. Increase the collision shape and gradient length to 1000. I also changed the colors to pink and purple. For the particle emitters, I increased the lifetime to 8 seconds and changed the material color to purple. I think it looks better with 2 slightly different shades. Set pre-process to equal lifetime, and increase the visibility rectangle width so it renders correctly. Then I set the area collision mask to 20 so it can only interact with the player. Attach a script that deals damage to bodies within the beam area every tick. I set the DPS to 5 for now. Drag an instance of the laser scene onto the head bone and move it down so it lines up with the mouth. I also increase the z-index of the laser, head, and jaw so it renders above the player. I plan to add the worm's charge attack next time. Thank you for watching this Derp Star update, and have a great day.